Hello and welcome back to the next video in this tutorial series on using Photoshop CC. This time we're going to greatly alter the mood of an image and kind of do an imitation Lomo effect here. I have this image of a train that I took in Missoula, Montana. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and change the mood of this image. So the first thing that I think I want to do is add a vignette to this image, okay? I'm going to go ahead, now my background right now, I'm going to double click on that and just click OK, and that unlocks the image, okay? Now I can actually like move it around and do certain things to it. So if you ever, when you first pull an image in, it might be locked. So just double click on it and then hit enter. And let's go ahead and name this for now train, okay? There's lots of different ways you can do vignettes. One way to do vignette is go to filter and lens correction. Come over here and hit custom. Okay, and then there's vignette, and you can actually just make a dark or a light vignette, like so, okay? Although that's not what I'm going to do. Just wanted to show you that. So I'm going to cancel that. Now, I'll show you another way to make a vignette, okay? And this is a way I tend to use. I'm going to select my lasso here, and I'm just going to do a sloppy kind of just outline, go around my train like so. Does not have to be perfect. Okay, like so, okay? Now, what I want to do is I want to invert the selection. Right now I've selected the train. For example, if I hit delete, boom, there goes the train, okay? And you can actually see the fade right there. That's that 150 pixel fade right there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Command Z. I could also go up here and go Edit, Undo, okay? And I want to invert the selection, okay? Now, I always use the quick keys for this. If you come over here to help, if you're not sure where to go, and just hit inverse, like so, it'll pop up, right? And there it is, select inverse. But see how it's Shift Option I? That's what I always do. I would just go Shift Option I, okay? And I don't know if you can see it in the video. Hopefully you can, but what it did is it made a little marching ant border around here. Now we've selected the outside instead of the inside, okay? And I'm going to leave everything just like that. I want it to stay selected. I'm going to come up here to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and I'm going to select Levels. Okay, and hit OK. Now it created a layer mask. See that? And now this layer mask is just going to be affecting the area that we had just selected in our vignette. Watch this. I come over here and I'll just move this over. And see how the edges are getting dark? If I get really extreme, you can see how that is. Okay, it's a really dark vignette. But I just want it like around, like right there. Okay, just not a real strong vignette. I just want the kind of colors to really look, almost a little bit like sloppy there. We're kind of going for this Lomo camera effect, so it's supposed to look pretty cheap. We can always throw another hard vignette over it if we want to later, but I think this is going to be pretty nice. And if I kind of see, turn the eyeball off and on, you can kind of see the difference right there. Okay, that's a pretty good place to start. So let's move on. Okay, so I want to actually make the image a little more contrasty than it is right now. Now, in previous videos, I've showed you that you can come up here to Image, Adjustment, Curves, or if you want to do an adjustment layer and edit non-destructively, which I of course recommend, you can go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, Curves, okay? Another way to do that, there's always a million ways to do everything in Photoshop, is to come down here to this little half circle thing, select that, and you can pick out one of these, and that will just give you an automatic adjustment layer. And we're going to pick curves this time, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and just give it a nice little S-curve like that, kind of make the whites whiter and the darks darker, okay? Something like that. That'll work just fine for now. Okay, so let's see here. What should we do? I'm going to come over to create another layer. Boom, another blank layer, okay? And I'm going to, let's see, select my paint bucket tool, and we'll just cover this thing in black again. Except for this time, we're going to come over here. We're going to change the blending mode to hue. Boom. And it's black and white, but we'll bring the opacity down on that layer a bit and make it a little transparent, like so. Okay? I really like the way that looks right there. That's starting to come together, and that looks pretty nice. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to sharpen this image, and this was actually a technique that I learned from digitalphotographyschool.com, actually. I would not normally sharpen it this way until I actually went through one of their really awesome tutorials. And so this is a new technique that I've learned recently that I think is great. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of these, okay? Now that they're all selected, I'm just going to hit Command E. Now again, you can come over here to Layer, merge layers, right? Merge visible layers or flatten the image, whatever you want. Since I'm here, I'll hit flatten the image, but usually I just hit Command E for the selected layers. It's just my style, but boom. Okay, so the image is now flat. And it did lock the layer, which is fine for this case. If you ever are wondering why, you can't, for example, if I select the move tool, why you can't move your image around like that when it's locked, just double click on it and unlock it. Okay. In this case, it doesn't matter, but heads up. All right. So let's go ahead and sharpen up this image. So this is really cool, but we go over here to image mode. And right now we're in RGB mode, right? We're going to change that to lab color. I'm going to come over here to my channels window. Okay, now I'm just going to select this lightness one. And if you just tap on it, the other two or the other three will deselect. Okay, so that's what we want to do. So I'm going to come over here to filter, sharpen, unsharp mask. Okay, and 50% is actually, I was messing around with this earlier, so 50% I know is actually going to be just fine. You can actually do a little more, a little less. Just you get a nice little preview here. If you don't have a preview right here, turn it on. Okay, see that? How I can actually preview what I'm doing? Okay, things will run a little slower if you have it on. Just depends on your machine. Okay, so that's looking good so far. And I'm going to go ahead and just hit OK. Now, honestly, that's pretty cool like that. But that's, we're going to take it a little bit further than that. So I'm going to come over here to image mode and go back to RGB color mode. Okay. Boom. All right. And switch back over to my layers. That's looking pretty good. Okay. And I like how it's dark, but I have to admit, I kind of want like a seriously extreme vignette on this thing as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And so why don't we just, let's do it a real easy way. We'll go ahead and create a new layer. Come over here to the paint bucket and make it black. And just like I showed you a little bit ago, we'll go ahead and come right in here like so and let go. Just like that. All right. And delete. Okay, that actually looks pretty good just like that. I'm going to deselect that. A little bit extreme, so I'm going to bring my opacity down here just a touch. Kind of like so. That looks pretty good. Boy, that sure looks different right there. Let me go ahead and just save this real quick as a train edit. All right, and the reason why I want to save that is so I can go ahead and grab the original image again and pull that back into Photoshop, and we can flip back and forth between the two here and get a look at how different that is so far. Okay, look at that. Such a different feeling to these two photographs, right? Yeah, pretty intense. And now that I'm looking at these two, I actually think I do actually want to bring down my vignette a bit. Like that. I like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so what else could we do to this? Well, we could actually, there's a lot of different ways to alter the color a little bit, but a real easy way, let me go ahead and just select these two and hit Command E and flatten that image. I'm going to come up here to, what should we do? Actually, let's go over here now that we're into using our adjustment layers, and I'm going to pick Photo Filter, okay? And let's see here. If we turn that up a little bit, the density, you can see how it's kind of this yellow color or orangish color. I don't actually want that. I think I want blue. Yes, like so. Looks good. That'll work. Just like that. All right, why not? So I'm going to go ahead and hit save again. All right, so that is kind of a fun little effect right there. So there's something that we can do, and you can see how much we greatly alter the motion of this photo, right? Totally different feeling from this to this, completely different mood, right? Let's see, what else could we do? I'm going to go ahead and select both of those again and merge them together and just think about this for a minute. Well, you know how we made that vignette earlier with the lasso tool? Why don't we make another one like so? Yeah, like that. And again, we're going to do that inverse. Again, you can come up here and go to inverse, right? Just type in inverse if you don't know where to look, and it'll show you right where it is. Although I always just hit Command Shift I. Okay, now check this out. We can come over to our filters, blur, and we'll just do Gaussian blur, and it's only going to affect the edges. Look at that, yeah? Okay, and I'll kind of turn it down a touch, like so. And deselect. So now the edges are a little bit blurry. So now my vignette's a bit blurry, okay? So that's one way to blur the edges of a photo. Let me show you another way. I'm going to go ahead and hit Command Z and undo that, okay? Yeah, like so. Okay, and so now we're back to where we were before I started messing around, and I'm going to actually duplicate this layer. There's a lot of different ways to do that, of course. I like to just have it selected and hit Command J. You can also double right click and then duplicate layer. Okay, so check this out. I can actually, let's see here, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay, and just keep it like, yeah, maybe we'll make it really blurry. Okay, now I'm going to come over here to, well, we'll use the eraser. We'll get into using layer mask. I usually don't do things destructively, but just keep watching these tutorials and we'll get into layer mask and how to do some non-destructive editing. So for now, we'll use the eraser. I'm going to turn it up a bit. Going to make sure that the hardness is down to 0, okay, because we want a nice feathered edge. And I'm going to turn the opacity all the way up, okay? Now we can come in here and just cut out the blurred areas that we want to actually be sharp. Look at that. All right. And I'm going to bring my size down. Now, you can change the size of your brush right here. Okay. You can also hit left and right bracket on your keyboard, like so. Or I'm using a tablet, so I can actually just turn my little dial. Okay. And so I want the train to mainly be in focus, at least the close part of the train, the part that's near the viewer. Okay. Definitely that stuff right there. That, shrink this way down, this little whatever train step. Okay, like so. Maybe we'll bring in some of that. Just like that. Who knows, maybe we'll bring in the conductor. Like so. All right, and just a touch of that, kind of just so. All right, so look at that. So now we've blurred the edge. I've showed you a few different ways to use vignettes and to blur edges. So let's go ahead and bounce back between the two photos. Totally different mood, right? A completely different emotion or story is being conveyed between these two images right here, okay? So that's another way to alter a photograph using Photoshop.